Welcome everyone, I am Coach Kim with Forever Works. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. That way you know when new videos are available. So today we are going to do a do-it-yourself fence hanger. So let's get creative. Okay, so right now we have a piece of wood here from diversewoodworking.com. I did find this on Amazon. So you can either go to their website or go to Amazon. This is 18 inches in height and 12 inches in width. So that's what we're going to be working today. So I'm going to bring out my cardboard here that I use for painting. Just kind of keeps my mat nice and clean. Now I am doing this inside, and since it is somewhat of a nice day, I'll probably put it outside to air dry. It shouldn't take that long, so that way the fumes are not inside my house. So, and we're going to sand this down, and then we are going to use some wood stain. We are using the Varathane Premium Fast Dry Wood Stain. This is Golden Mahogany. I did get this can from Wal-Mart, but you can check any hardware store to get your wood staining, or if you actually want to use acrylic paint, go ahead and do that, but also make sure that you put a type of finish to keep the paint from chipping. So we are going to sand it down and then stain it. So with any type of piece of wood, you also want to make sure that you just lightly sand it down. You can buy the little strips, or you can do a block, just to make sure that everything goes on pretty smooth. Now this here was a little bit pricey for me, so if you are handy with the tool or know anybody handy with the tool, I would definitely have them make you one. So these type of projects are very easy for gifts. Anybody that's looking for something smaller, maybe not wanting a wreath. So I'm not the best sander here, but it gets the job done. And that way it's nice and smooth. All right, then and when you get this can of stain, make sure you shake it up really, really, really good. All right, so now that we got that, so right now I'm just going to take this stain and just start painting. Okay, now that is all stained. Now make sure you do the sides and the bottom and the top, and then let it dry, and then we'll continue with the rest of it. Now that we have the hanger dried, I did have to do 2 coatings of the stain. Do however many coatings you think that you need to get the right look of color, if 1 for a lighter or 2 for a darker. So I already put the hanger on there. All I did was just put some felt back here, and I used hot glue because you can see the little squiggly lines here. So that way, if they decided to put this on the front door, it's not going to scratch the front door. So I wanted a type of cushion or whatever back here. And then I used some grapevine wire for the hanger. So this is going to be my daughter's teacher's gift. I usually do this at closer to the end of the school year to give to my kids' teachers as a thank you gift. So hopefully it comes out good. Alright, so the next step we're going to do is I'm going to put this wood sign here. I did get this from Family Dollar, and I painted it white. So I used acrylic paint, and then I used Mod Podge to seal it. Now, I'm not too sure if Family Dollar stores are still closing. My store is still open, but unfortunately they do not have the wood planks or these wood signs that I used to use, which were at a good price. So you might want to check Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or any other craft store that you might have locally. Or if you're good at wood burning or cutting wood, you can always make your own. So I'm gonna do this, have the sign here, and then we're gonna have some florals right down here at the bottom of the fence. I'm going to use Gorilla Super Glue and hot glue to make sure that it stays on there. This Gorilla Super Glue is amazing. It's awesome. I have not had any issues. It holds through hot and cold weather. Why I use both the hot glue that way it'll stick quickly, and then they'll give the time for the super glue to adhere to whatever surface I have it on, so it can settle. So let me right here, hopefully. Hopefully it's straight. Oh, see, it's on there, right? Yeah, it's on there good. It's not moving, which is what I want. Okay. Looks somewhat straight. These type of gifts are great for something simple, Mother's Day, housewarming gift, a teacher's gift. These are really, really cool to put. I mean, you can put butterflies, you can do birds. If you have a music teacher, for it to be a spring and summer, you could probably find some cool instruments, maybe like felt stickers or something. And this would also be a very cool project for kids to help on too. They can help decorate it. Alright, so now I have what I call a poop patty. This is actually insulation foam from a can. I do not have a can available to show you, but I get some wax paper and I do 2 long strips, and then I get the can and I just go around in circles, because foam blocks they can be pretty pricey if you're using a lot of it. So this is a great type of budget friendly. The stuff will still, you know, the greenery and everything will still stay in there. You just need to make sure, again, just like with your sign, you need to make sure that it's glued to the surface really good. So we're going to cut this. And I need to figure out how big of a piece I want. So you want to center your foam or insulation piece here, somewhat in the middle. And then you'll save all your smaller pieces and put them away. So that way, if you need them for other projects, small, then you can do that. Okay, I think I like this side better. Okay. Because trust me, those small pieces will come in handy if you're doing a centerpiece and you're trying to fill up your container. Like all the little empty spots that may not fill, those are a great addition to that. Okay. So this is going as a gift, but I still want to make sure I put the same type of quality and hard work and creativity into this as if I were selling it in my shop. Just the type of person I am. I'm going to get something from me. I want it to be of high quality and great work, great hard work. Other designers might be able to whip something up like in 15-20 minutes, and you know, that's awesome. But for me, I want to make sure everything is perfect as I can get it as for myself as a designer. Okay, you just want to shake it, or you just want to move it a little bit just to see, make sure that it's on there good. So hopefully you guys can see where my vision is going. So we have the sign here, and then we'll have flowers and a bow right there. Okay, now we have our greenery. This is a greenery bush that I got at Joanns, and with Joanns closing, you won't be able to find this bush, but you can always use any type of greenery bush that you like, or if you have in your inventory. Like I said, you can even use items from Walmart. That's usually what I use, but I need to use my supplies. So I was hoping that even though the store was closing that they would at least have their online store, you know, but that was the first thing they shut down. So because I really love this greenery. I had this in my ladybug centerpiece last year and I really loved it, so I was happy to see it this time. And then they go, hey, here, we're closing Joanns. Like, great. So my Joanns was, they had a lot of fabric and stuff like that, but for like florals and stuff, they were almost empty, so everybody was pretty much getting that. All right, I'm going to cut that down a bit. Let's see. So I am just sticking the greenery pieces in here. Just kind of fill up. So again, you're just going to position them where you want them to see if you actually like the position they are in. You're going for whatever look you're trying to go for. So I'm just going to be doing greenery, and then we're going to use florals, and then we're going to use ribbon. Maybe a berry bush, just to give it some color. But I don't want to go overboard with materials. Not that a gift is not showing the same love. But I am going to more than likely use my budget-friendly, not my luxury ribbon. Those ribbons are very expensive. These down just a tad more. Okay, so there we go. We'll get some greenery in there, and then we'll get our florals. Glue everything in. So use your glue pot or your glue gun. Glue everything in once you like the position of. If you feel comfortable, just to go ahead and stick it in glue. Go ahead and do that. Make sure this is glued in really good, but hopefully not too messy. If I need to bring another type of greenery in, I will. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But Walmart has decent florals and greenery. You just have to look over the products. Make sure you get your glue strings out of the way. Okay, so now we have these peach coral peony bush. I do believe I got this from Greenery Market. I would have to say maybe 2 to 3 years ago, but any type of color combination you want to use those florals. But I don't really work with a whole lot of peach coral colors, so I'm like, well, this will be something different. I have no idea what my daughter's teacher's favorite colors are, so we're going to use that. And okay, so I just go ahead and cut these up. So I'm going to position them, see what they look like, see if I like it, because I'm not sure. We need to leave the middle here for a bow, so I'm just sticking it right here, right on top of the greenery. See what it looks like, see if I like it. And then we also have these cut up bushes, so after we layer everything in, then we can see if we actually need to add more greenery. Okay. And you know what? I think I might actually be using probably another piece here and putting it right top, so that way it sticks up a little bit more. The bow. We will see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And then also on this bush, it's got like little smaller flowers. I'm going to save at least 2 of them because I might need them for around the bow. So I'm going to keep those aside, so that would only leave me 2 of them. We still got 2. Let's do the bow. I think once I get the bow, then I can work around it. But I'll show you what it looks like now. I know it's hard to see it from upside down. There we go. Now I wouldn't go probably any bigger than this size of flower, because then it could just like overwhelm everything. But I call this like the peony size medium. I wouldn't go extravagantly large or huge, but or you could just do like several like smaller flowers to bring out more color and texture. Okay. Now I'm gonna bring in this ribbon from Hobby Lobby. Number here is 1027341, but I'm not sure if that SKU number is still the same, but it's got like a pearl trim and like a lace in the middle. So I figured, I checked to see if I had anything coral and ribbon wise, and I don't. So I figured this would go good, give it a little bit of elegance. So let's see here. Okay. So I'm going to just do a simple bow. I do have an extra thing of tails here. So I'm just going to do a simple bow, put that right there. So again, I always try to measure my loops. Okay, so loops are probably about 4 inches. So if you got a Badabra or what's it, the bow maker. So, okay. Then I'm going to grab a zip tie. Just to make sure everything stays together. Short. Oh. I didn't mean to leave the tail, longer tails short. It's okay. I'm going to tighten this up. Oh, good. Okay. I am not going to ducktail these at all. It looks like I need to get more of the ribbon. Okay, so like I said earlier, probably going to have to do middle. Yeah, I probably could have cut it down just a tad more, but that's okay. We'll add more greenery if we need to. I also need to add these flowers and get them glued in. Because I do like them, so. And so we're going to go with a coral pink or coral peach. And I think they'll cover this really well, so I'm not having to use a buttload of other supplies, which is nice. Okay, so now I'm going to put I don't think that's going to be big enough. Is that going to be long enough? Nope. Okay. So that small piece of pipe cleaner is not going to work. Okay. So we're going to use a white pipe cleaner. And then I'm going to get a floral pen. Small thumbs here. This around. Just make sure you don't poke yourself with the floral pen as you're doing this. Okay. Now I'll save that for a different type of project if I need to. And then I'm going to get glue on here. dry for a little bit. Get some glue here on the floral pens. And then we're going to put it down here in the middle. Get it centered. Okay, I have it centered enough. This works. Alright. So that's what that looks like. And if you feel like you might need to put the bow in first, you can always do that once you get the greenery in. Feel it. I didn't cut that very good. Oops. Okay, so now that we got that in there, we do have some gaps, so that way then we can go ahead and fill those from Walmart. I don't like the greenery, but I like the flower. This is a Ranuculus mini bush. So let's and we're just sticking this kind of in between the bigger flowers and the greenery. We have to turn this so I can see. I'm going to do this one for the center. Yeah, I like that one better. I like the smaller one. So I'll put this over here on the side somewhere. If I didn't cut it too short, I'm going to bend it. Got one over here, got one over here, so let's put one over here. There we go. And remember, we also have these smaller flowers here. I don't know if I want to. And let's see, move this over here. Great. So, oops. All right, so we put the smaller flowers in the four corners. So 1, 2, 3, and here we go with 4. To fill up those gaps. Okay, so there we go. Like I said, you can use any type of other florals, greenery, small flowers, whatever you want to do. So there we go. Now I am probably going to add a little bit more greenery right here, probably right up there, because it seems too gappy for me. And then you can always bring in more like berries or a type of smaller, maybe if you want to add a little bit of a pop of a different color, you can always stick those in there as well. But here we go. Voila, something easy, simple, but beautiful. A great gift idea. I really do. I love it. I will see you all very soon.